This is just fictional story. It's imaginary. Watch at your own risk. No copyright intended. I only own the storyline, editing, and maybe voiceover if I have to. Deeply sorry for the grammatical errors or any mistakes. This is just purely for entertainment purposes. Thank you. You can mute the video if you only want to peacefully reading. Again, she giggled while trying to push his hand from her. Hey, stop it. But still, the man kept on teasing her, even when both of them watched a movie here since almost an hour ago. Today is her husband's off day. They decided to only spend it at home, cooking and watching movies together. Not in the mood to go out. And yes, it's the best decision, as they did nothing other than having fun together. And now it's already 4:30. They already planned to finish at least 2 movies before they started preparing for dinner. I can't help it. I got myself a fine wife. She blushed and looked away, failed to stop her smile. Stop it, Mr. Flirt. Now let's focus on the movie. The man shaking his head. In my life, I only focus on you, remember? She closed her eyes while taking a deep breath. You really are something. He smirked and... I'm yours. When they finishing the first one, they started choosing the second movie. What, romance again? Come on, I'm craving for some action movie, she said after seeing him almost chose another romance movie, while the man secretly smirking before answering her. Alright, let's fulfilling your craving. She smiled, but then blinks her eyes when He whispers with his deep voice, making her shiver instantly. But later, you need to fulfill my craving. What's that mean? She was about to play dumb, but stopped when suddenly they heard someone ringing the bell. Did you expect a guest? She then shaking her head. Of course not. It's our time. The man nodded before he let go of her and then stood up, while she watched him. Then I'll see it. Don't play the movie before I'm back. She chuckles. Okay. And then she saw her husband walking away, checking who come to their house at this time. In only a few minutes, she again looked at the side when she heard noises. More specifically, girl voice. She furrowed her eyebrows, and then her eyes saw her husband walking back to the living room. But he is not alone. She furrows her eyebrows more when she saw that girl walking beside her husband, so close, even trying to hold his hand. But seems like the man didn't let her, yet she still didn't stop trying. And when she finally recognized that girl, she blinked her eyes, trying so hard not to roll her eyes. She stood up, trying her best to smile. Oh, hey, it's a surprise to see you here. That girl finally looked away from her husband after hearing her voice, and they stopped near the couch. She then saw her husband was about to walk back to where he sat before, but that girl stopped him by holding his arm and then speak. Oh, I thought you weren't home, she said, sounding a bit disappointed and sarcastic, while she kept on trying not to say something she shouldn't. Thinking obviously that girl shouldn't be come if she thought she weren't at home, yet she came thinking her husband is alone. This girl is one of her husband's aunt's daughter, and obviously an annoying. Whenever there's a big family gathering, she will do nothing other than trying to. She was just back from abroad 2 years ago, a few months before their marriage. The girl even trying to stop the marriage, yet completely failed. Thinking the man she's targeting is an easy man. Didn't know that. The man is so obsessed with her, with his wife. Of course, I need to be here with my husband on his free time. She said, trying to make that girl remember that the person she talked to is the wife of the man she's targeting. And just like expected, she rolled her eyes. Right, and I have a good news for you. She held the man's arm tighter, though he already tried to pull his hand away. She secretly gritted her teeth, watching her actions. And I will stay here tonight. Her eyes widened a little, but before she could react, she looked at her husband when he suddenly spoke. As well as finally able to pull himself from his so-called aunt's daughter. Aunt needed to go somewhere and she just left her here. She did the right decision. The only place I need to stay is here, because she knows I will be safe here, right? She smirked while looking at him, who then looked at his wife. She didn't inform me first. Oh, was about to watch a movie, I see. Let's watch it. She said while again pulling his arm, as he didn't have time to protest as she already made him sat on the other couch. She again sat while watching her, feeling so annoyed already. What are you waiting for? Start the movie. She nodded a little before she pressed the remote. But then she tried not to laugh when she saw her husband moving away from her. Please keep your distance or I will sit beside my wife. That girl rolled her eyes. Look, I'm sure you will like my cooking more. This is what I always made when I was still in LA. She confidently said while she and her husband didn't say anything. Keep on continuing their own cooking. The whole time, that girl never even leave the couple's side, means her husband's side. And because of that, the couple has no time to talk privately. Eat this, come on. She kept trying to feed him, while he kept trying not to stop munching his own food, so he had a reason not to accept her food. Where's Aunt went? Why does she need to leave you here? Trying to make the girl stop, but she answered without looking at her. I don't know. You can ask her yourself. She finally also rolled her eyes, knowing the girl didn't see it. Then she saw her husband stood up. I'm so full and sleepy, I will go to bed first. That girl eyes widened, but before she could speak, the man was already walk away from the dining room, while his wife trying not to laugh. I'm not done talking to him, why he left me. She pouted, but then she also stood up with her plate. I'm also done. Good night. She smiled while the girl only looked away from her. After she left too, the girl gritted her teeth. How can you choose her? I am far better than that boring girl. She then stood up annoyingly, before leaving the dining room as well. But then she remembered something, and it makes her smirked. Right, at least my room is right beside them. I can just pretend that I need something later. She didn't agree to stay in the guest room downstairs, and said she only wanted room upstairs, with the excuse of feeling afraid alone. And the only room available is right next to the couple room, and it makes the so-called guest happy. happy that she will still be able to disturb them later. I'm sorry, she smiled. He's been back hugging her the moment she entered the room, and kept on apologizing, though he don't have any mistakes. She completely understood him. It's alright, it's only one night. She feel him shaking his head. No, one night is so precious for me. I can't waste it on this matter. She chuckles. We can't kick her out, can we? He sighed. The couple looked at the door when they heard knocking, and they knew who is it, of course. Can you open the door? I need some help. She rolled her eyes while her husband slightly groaned. He don't have any other choice but get up from bed and again. Don't worry, he whispers to his wife before he walks to the locked door and then open it, finding the girl standing there wearing his nightgown. Of course, trying hard to look. What is it? She instantly smiled. I'm thirsty. I'm afraid to come down alone. Accompany me. The man closed his eyes for a few seconds and sighed. She placed her phone down after she saw her husband back and again locked the door, walking to the bed while also again taking his. She chuckles. Annoyed? So much, he said while again hugging her. I'm glad she didn't ask for something else. She chuckles again while caressing his arms. At least now we can. He's suddenly shaking his head. I don't think she will stop. She furrows her eyebrows. What do you mean? I'm sure she will come again to disturb us. Then what should we do? Not opening the door? I don't think she will stop knocking. After a few seconds, suddenly she looked back up when the man leaned back a little. She saw his excited expression, making her smile. Now, what are you thinking? She furrowed her eyebrows when she saw him slowly smirking, and then he looked down at her, his elbow supporting him. I have an idea. What is it? You make me nervous already. He smirked as he leaned closer and slowly whispering something. That makes his wife's eyes slowly widened. You remember this afternoon? You still need to fulfill it. And I'm sure you know exactly what I mean by that. She then blinked her eyes and gulped. You mean we, right, and make sure to be as loud as you can. He smirked more. I don't care if she got run away. Her eyes widened more. But then suddenly, she gasped when he already. Making her couldn't do anything except. The girl smirked when she got another plan. And then she stood up after making sure her to make it look like it wasn't on purpose. She then opened the door of her room, but then she suddenly stopped while hands still holding the door handle when she suddenly heard something. Instantly, she gritted her teeth and clenched her hands. Hearing the noises that keep getting clearer and louder. And it's from her noise. She clenched her hands, getting angry. How dare they? She stopped as the noise kept coming. She then was about to walk to their room, thinking to stop them. But she stopped again as she closed her eyes in annoyance. I'm sure he won't open the door this time. She gritted her teeth. Whatever, I should call Mom to pick me up. She turned back inside the room to take her things. Knowing in this situation, she lost. I'm never going back in this house again. They both annoying. Almost 3 hours later. He hugged her after. He smirked. Is it hurt? She groaned as she playfully, making him laugh. I thought we were just pretending. Why pretending if we just can? She didn't open her eyes as she's too tired. Both didn't even care if the so-called uninvited guest already left or not. They didn't even remember her at the moment. When she was about to fall asleep, suddenly she heard her husband whispering something. Something that instantly woke her up completely. You know, I can still... To clean up as well. But first,